So, I was watching Terminator 2 last night, and I found something that I hadn't noticed before, which connects directly to the things we've been discussing concerning Barack Obama's true identity as the Antichrist, who will be demonically possessed or indwelt by the king of the bottomless pit. Notice in this shot, we see beasts rising out of the sea, which is a reference to the first beast of Revelation 13, the Antichrist. In this clip that I am about to show you, the Terminator is riding in a car with John Connor, whose initials are JC, as he is meant to be a symbolic representation of a false Christ, and his mother, Sarah Connor, represents a false Virgin Madonna or Mother Mary. In fact, Sarah's identity as a symbolic representation of the Virgin Madonna is confirmed in the movie Terminator: Dark Fate.
Danny gives birth to the one man that can stop it. What? Future wants you dead for the same reason it wanted me dead.
But I'm nothing, I'm nobody.
Yeah, you're not the threat. It's your womb. Fine, let someone else be Mother Mary for a while.
Not only that, but information confirming the reference to the false Messiah, demonic possession, and the king of the bottomless pit is also confirmed in Terminator: Dark Fate as well. We'll take a look at that too, but first, let's take a look at the clip from Judgment Day.
I need to know how Skynet gets built. Who's responsible?
The man most directly responsible is Miles Bennett Dyson.
Who is that?
He's the director of special projects at Cyberdyne Systems Corporation.
Why him?
In a few months, he creates a revolutionary type of microprocessor.
Go on, then what?
In 3 years, Cyberdyne will become the largest supplier of military computer systems. All stealth bombers are upgraded with Cyberdyne computers, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29th. In a panic, they try to pull the plug.
Skynet fights back.
Yes, it launches its missiles against the targets in Russia.
Why attack Russia? Aren't they our friends now?
Because Skynet knows that the Russian counterattack will eliminate its enemies over here.
Jesus.
Notice, the date that Skynet goes online is August 4th, 1997.
The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997.
August 4th is the 216th day of the year. This is meant as a reference to 666, the number of the beast, as 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Moreover, August 4th is Barack Obama's birthday. Not only that, but 1997 is the year that Obama became a senator. Thus, August 4th, a reference to Obama. 1997, Skynet, the artificial intelligence, went live.
The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997.
We can be sure then that Obama's Senate win in 1997 was most definitely orchestrated by his father, the devil. In fact, he won the race for the 13th Senate District on November 5th.
For now, we'll just say that Barack Obama, the state senator from the 13th district, has been that for, let's see, this would be your 6th year?
That's correct.
Okay, so just finishing your 2nd term, running for re-election. But the real question, Brock, that people are starting to think about is, are you going to run for the U.S. Senate in the year 2004?
Well, we're looking very seriously at the race. And
The number 13 is the number of rebellion, which points to the rebellious fallen angels. The date, November 5th, connects Obama to another Hollywood movie and practitioner of witchcraft, the movie V for Vendetta, and its creator, Alan Moore.
Remember, remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
It is important to note that the character V has been identified as the devil by Alan Moore in his comic book through the song Sympathy for the Devil. We also know that the letter V is the sign for victory, which connects to Nike, the angel or God of victory, and Obama's speech at Victory Column. V is also connected to serpent-like alien beings that hide themselves under human flesh.
Just sent here from the home planet. We just arrived on orders.
You're human and forget this masquerade.
We are not.
But what of you?
Look.
If there are no further questions, we have work to do.
Therefore, we can infer from Obama's victory in the 13th District on November 5th, 1997, that this was meant to connect him with the rebellious fallen angels and the devil or Satan himself. In Terminator Judgment Day, the explanation of Skynet was shot in a car, and in the movie Terminator Dark Fate, the explanation of Skynet is again shot in a car, purposefully to connect the two scenes together, as well as the information given in these scenes. However, in Dark Fate, we learn that Skynet is no longer called Skynet, but instead it is called Legion.
Yeah, but who sent it? Not who. What? And it wasn't some Skynet thing. In the future that actually happened, it's called Legion.
Legion.
An AI built for cyber warfare.
We know that Legion is the name for the demonic, unclean spirits that possess the man in the tombs, as found in Mark 5, verses 1 through 13. Not only that, but in Terminator Dark Fate, the Terminator is actually a Rev 9 model.
I can't fight it if I don't know what we're up against.
It's a Rev 9 model. You don't fight it. You run from it.
This points to Revelation chapter 9, and verse 1 declares, "And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit." It is at this point that demonic locusts and the king of the pit are set free. Revelation 9:11 tells us this, "And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon." Therefore, these two movies have connected Obama through his birthday on 8/4 with Skynet.
The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997.
The artificial intelligence, which we know is demonic influence, that was renamed Legion.
The future that actually happened, it's called Legion.
And identified as unclean demonic spirits that possess a human figure. And these themes are all connected with Revelation 9 and the angel or king of the bottomless pit, Abaddon or Apollyon, who we know will take possession of the son of perdition. And this can be found in Revelation 17:11, which declares, "And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seven, and goeth into perdition." I must also mention that the Terminator is a metal skeleton covered by human flesh.
Real. I mean, you're like a machine underneath, right? But sort of alive outside?
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
This is a reference to the fallen angels who mingled themselves with men, the iron mixed with miry clay, as found in Daniel 2:43. The truth is, Hollywood and the movies they produce are all influenced by demonic, unclean spirits. They are telling you the truth in reality from a supernatural perspective, as these fallen angels do indeed walk the earth among humans, and for those that they possess, they provide an artificial intelligence. We saw a reference to artificial intelligence in the movie I, Robot.
There have always been ghosts in the machine. Random segments of code that have grouped together to form unexpected protocols. Unanticipated. These free radicals engender questions of free will, creativity, and even the nature of what we might call the soul. The soul. The soul.
It is important to note that the World Economic Forum is planning on launching a new world called the Metaverse, which incorporates artificial intelligence and digital economy, which points to the cashless beast system of Antichrist.
Let me introduce who's here. Peggy Johnson's here, Chief Executive of Magic Leap. We have Omar Al-Olama. He is the Minister of State for Artificial Intelligence, Digital Economy, Remote Work Applications in the UAE. Chris Cox is the Chief Product Officer at Meta. They just changed their name to reflect this new world. And then Philip Rosedale is the co-founder of High Fidelity, but for the purposes of our conversation here today, he is the founder of Second Life, perhaps one of the original metaverses of sorts.
Notice they also connected the metaverse to a space that allows 3D interaction with your senses.
And so keyboard input goes away, and peering at everything through a screen in our pockets eventually goes away. The metaverse is a way of describing the transition into three-dimensional environments.
You're looking at a magic pane of glass, and through that glass, you're seeing another person on the other side.
Hi, can you see me? Say hi to Auntie. Oh my gosh, I love you.
Eddie! So, you look beautiful.
And then you just start having a conversation, just like you would if you were physically together.
Like, I feel like you're here. This is wild. I can see.
This points to the creation of the image of the beast, as found in Revelation 13:14-15, which declares, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." During this talk about the metaverse, they also mentioned Travis Scott's concert, which was held in the metaverse.
So if you look at the Travis Scott example, the concert that he did in I think it was Fortnite. 56 million people attended that. It was a matter of scale. The biggest concert on earth is around 1 million people, or 1 million and a few 100,000. You can definitely scale different goods and services to people across borders in a very seamless manner. That's the first thing. The second is, I think it's a new form of expression. We used to imagine text on screen, we used to imagine graphics. Now we can imagine new worlds, we can imagine new ways of giving these services. We can imagine a new, let's say, paradigm between the virtual and the physical, which is augmented reality.
Remember, Travis Scott also held the Astroworld concert that was connected to the opening of a doorway or portal to the spiritual plane of existence.
It just felt like we was like literally like in hell, bro. Like it felt like we was in a concert in hell.
He also released a video called Escape Plan, which points to the rise of the king of the bottomless pit and his escape from hell. This augmented reality, which merges the digital and physical world into one connected, interactive space, will facilitate the creation of the image of the beast and the subsequent forced worship of this artificial intelligence by the inhabitants of the world. There's something else I must mention. In the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife, we were also given another clue to the identity of the Antichrist, who will be indwelt by the king of the bottomless pit. Dan Aykroyd tells the character called Podcast that his show really found its voice in episode 46.
Are you all right, son? You just single-handedly defeated a manifestation of Gozer.
You gotta be my podcast.
Sure, what's it called?
Mystical Tales of the Unknown Universe.
MTW, that's you?
Wait, you're my subscriber?
Really found its voice in the 46th episode.
The word episode means a significant event of great importance. Thus, episode 46 points to Obama's reading of Psalm 46 when he declared himself to be God.
Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.
Ephesians 6:12 tells us this: For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. The demons and those who serve or are possessed by them know who their king is, and the man who will be the physical incarnation of their king, and his name is Barack Obama, number 44, who was born on 8/4. The reason that they are telling the world this information by hiding it in movies and satanic rituals as well is because the devil is the accuser. Therefore, when you fail to listen to the warnings about the identity of the Antichrist and then become a part of the apostasy by believing the lie, you will have no excuse when you are accused by the adversary as you stand before God on Judgment Day. This is the dark fate that awaits all who do not heed these warnings. If you have not given your life to the Most High by accepting the blood sacrifice of the Paschal Lamb, Yehoshua HaMashiach, which was shed on the cross as a propitiation for the redemption of sins, the time to do so is now. Amen. Shalom.
The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997.
It's a Rev 9 model. You don't fight it. You run from it.
Yeah, but who sent it?
Not who. What? And it wasn't some Skynet thing in the future that actually happened. It's called Legion.